Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Magic the Gathering Deck of the Day. Today's deck is Demon Wall. That's the featured card. As you know, every day most days, sometimes we miss a day, we focused on an uncommon card from the most recent set, which is Final Fantasy. So, Demon Wall has Defender and Menace. It can attack if it has a counter on it, and you can put counters on it once you get up to 6 mana. So, obviously, we've got some cards that add counters. We've got some of those ones that... Actually, this is just a landfall card. You know, this is probably the one I would remove if I had to remove a card. I mean, it is deadly in some circumstances, and we do have ways to get multiple lands out in the same turn. But, I mean, with counters, obviously, it's much more effective. So, we'll see how it goes. I have some bad news. We're down to 82% ranking. So, yes, we were at 90%, I think, last time we were here. So, with this deck, I've managed to drop 8% in the Mythic ranks. And maybe that means I'll do well in the video, because it seems like when I do really well when I'm not recording, that's when I do poorly in the video. So we don't have any green mana, but I'm going to go for it. And we've at least got a little bit of defense while we accumulate our mana. So it's one of those days, folks. Authority of the Consoles. So it's about life gain and possibly combos. Black and white. But not casting very much. So probably a lot of removal, I guess. Our opponent is Applesauce Pants, the Mighty. Guess we get... Well, if we... why not? Let's cast our little guy. Hey, maybe we'll get rid of their dumb enchantment if they can't get rid of it, which they will. Applesauce Pants. Well, this is nice. This is nice. Let's get rid of that dumb enchantment. I'm paying 3 life. I don't care. And we've got some protection with our Tyvar stand. So, boom. And you are history. Alright, I'm happy. I'm happy now. Even if we lose this game, at least I've accomplished something in my life. So, Applesauce Pants. The question is, of course, is the applesauce on the outside or the inside of the pants? Like, did he eat too much applesauce and have an accident? Okay, so creatures attacking alone have double strike. Nice. Question is, are we concerned? So, let's throw a Demon Wall in his way. And let's just go for it. Maybe get an extra card. What else does he do? Returning cards from the graveyard. Yeah, I'll draw a card. Nice. Maybe we get 2 blockers out of it. What do you think? Alright. Let's see how that goes. Now this guy could pump up Tifa and then drop a land, and that might be the winning blow. Uh-oh. Death Touch Haste. Okay, don't really understand. I don't know if I've ever played against this card, but okay. For each opponent, create a tapped token that's a copy. Okay. That's fine. What if we block? And he's going to kill both, except that we have Tiber stand. Do we waste it, though, on this guy? Or do we just carry on with our lives? Let's just... We can let these guys go, right? Now he's going to get his other guy back, which is the unfortunate part. Maybe he has a way to save it. No? Yeah. Here comes the other guy. And then he gets another card back. Huh. Well, that's not good. Alright, well, we can throw some roadblocks in his way, at least. At a slight price. Question is, what else does he have? Does he have removal? I'm going to attack. I don't care. I'm going to get an extra card. So he's probably not going to block, right? I hear thunder. Do you hear that? Was that in the game? I think it was. So if Applesauce Pants is at 84%, we are at 82%. For what it's worth. Let's lose a life. Get an extra land. Can he kill the thing and kill the other thing? And he's going to take something away. What? What indeed? With his deep cavern bat. So, we're playing in the room with the broken floor. With the weird racetrack on top of the broken floor. I guess the racetrack is holding the floor together in a way. Looks like some kind of webs at the bottom and cords at the top. It's very strange. What's more important, the cords or the webs? I guess the cords make the thing go. Okay, he's gonna... I don't know what his... He's gonna kill this guy and maybe die himself. But he got rid of that guy. Lifelink. Okay, I'm gonna make another guy.
Must be nurtured.
And I am going to
I am the
make a
nexus of
hex-proof
all that
creature
is.
as well. So,
I must fight back.
is this enough? He's got non-basic lands, so we could get 2 lands out of this one. It's freaking attack, huh? Well, actually, first strike, they both die, right? So let's not attack. Let's see what happens. Yeah. 10 to 12. We've got 2 planeswalkers. They have some legendary creatures. We've got one of our own. I'd say it's a pretty close game, maybe. He's got 2 cards, I've got 3. And I have 3 forests. Could get another forest. For what it's worth, I can get do my whole big pump and trample power in a couple of turns. If he survives, the bat is just gonna click away at us, I guess. All right. There's a lot we can do, I think. I think we're in pretty good shape. So we Hydra. Demolition Field. Well, we can do that anytime. We can wait. Yeah, we can kill a non-basic land anytime. So let's bring out a land as a blocker and make another creature. And actually, we can attack with second biggest creature. Let's see what they do about that. They're going to take 5 damage. Okay, we are in good shape. We can pump him up twice. Yeah. We'd have to tap one of our blockers, though. Okay. We're at 9, they're at 8. They could do theoretically 8 damage if they could somehow get rid of all of our blockers. What are they going to take away? That guy? Okay. What else? Okay, are they going to attack? And what cards do they have in their hand? Just with the one guy. Alright, I feel pretty good about this, I gotta say. Let's pump up our guy. with get another forest. Maybe I should have waited. Tifa, Tifa can't attack the first turn. All right, we Demolition Fielded. We're getting another land. And we're going to get another land. Okay, I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good. So we can do a land. That's too much land, I think. And then another land. All right. Can't block everything. 83. We've gone up a point. That's how to do it, folks. Next time, clean your pants, Mr. Applesauce Pants. Or maybe the pants are made out of applesauce. That's another possibility. That, the applesauce is all part of the plan. But I guess it'd have to be, is there such a thing as dried applesauce? I mean, you can't make, it's pretty gooey and liquid. You can't make pants out of applesauce, generally. But maybe they're inside of a plastic bag, shaped like pants. Really, something to think about and ruminate on, in your spare time. Now we're up against just 80% ranked Rascal the Ambitious. And he is mulliganing? Is that a word? Looks like he mulliganed. So we do not have green. This is a recurring problem here. But I think I put in extra black and took out some green just because all my removal is black. And I wanted just to be on the safe side, I think. I will get another card, maybe a green card. Well, a green card, not green land, so 19 all. Opponent is playing black and white again. Black and white and green. Okay. So waiting for the green mana. So one way, for all you out there, one way you can improve on these decks, there's a lot of ways. Okay, so the way Deck of the Day works, I make a deck, play tested a little bit. It's a limited amount of time for Deck of the Day, obviously, to work on a deck. I have 4 of the featured card, and then up to 2 of any other card, so they don't kind of, overpower or draw focus away from the featured card is the idea. So obviously you can improve these decks by throwing in extra copies of mythics or rares or any card that would fit in well with the deck. But one thing that I do when I'm making decks, at least for these videos, it seems like a lot of times I just kind of shortchange my land to make sure I don't run out, or to make sure I have cards to play and I don't just get a bunch of land. So I kind of err on the side of having not enough land. And sometimes, if you've got ways to draw cards, having extra land is not a problem, and you can make sure you can cast the spells that you have. So I do not like this card. Ward 2? Just not great. Not great at all. So they're going to get a Virtue of Persistence from the start. Are there even any there's one creature in the graveyard. That's fine. That's fine. This is what I think about your dumb creature. Wait a minute. They're just going to get it back. I got to deal with the Virtue Persistence before I start wasting my spells, right? I can create a blocker. But she's going to have Trample, Lifelink, and Ward 2. Only during her turn, though. That's interesting. Alright. If we could get some green, we could get up and do a combo of our own. But for now, we're kind of messed up. So actually, they could keep just... This kind of stinks. This card is pretty freaking good. 5 mana. But free enchantment every turn if you're milling cards, and Ward 2. They're just going to come back with their stupid this card. Really, really upsetting to me. And they're going to get another enchantment, which is just great for them, I'm sure. Then out their deck. They've got this to cast from the graveyard. I think we're gonna need to do something. Oh, we can also create treasure tokens if we have 5 mana. Okay, we got our green. Maybe we should just stick to token creatures for now. Shoot. We have a blocker. We can make a 4/4. We can... I don't know. This may have been a mistake. Do they... It's legendary. Why are they bringing out a legendary creature? Okay. Oh, yeah. They can get rid of any enchantment that we have. And they have trample. So this game is doomed. Doomed, I say. Nice deck, though. You gotta give him props. Good old Rascal, the Ambitious. You know, now he might run out of cards, I guess, at some point. I mean, this would be a good deck to mill, right? But we're just not going to get that far. Now we need a sweeper. We didn't get it. So, yeah, I don't think there's any way to win this game. So let's... Yeah. Definitely not any way to win this game. So, I shall gracefully bow out. And let's move on to the last game of the video, theoretically. Unless it's really quick, but back to 82%. That stings. Now, how could I have beaten that deck? More removal, spot removal, graveyard removal. I don't know. It's pretty strong. Getting that Virtue of Persistence out there early on is pretty key. So there was a little bit of luck involved. I'm going to call it luck. And we didn't get our green mana right away, so that's on us. So maybe more green mana would help this deck. I just couldn't think of things to take out. You know, I love all my cards so dearly that it's just hard to know what to cut. Once you've got the cards in there and you're like, okay, this deck really needs more mana or more of a certain card, but there's just don't know what to take out. Still need the green mana. So I think that's the #1 improvement I would recommend for the deck. This is an artifact, so of course it's going to be destroyed. I do like Loran of the Third Path. I use Loran a lot. Alright. Let's see what they've got cooked up for us next. They've got 4 cards. They've got 3 cards. We've got 5. That is indestructible. But there are no cards in exile, so that's a plus. So I think I'm gonna just get rid of this guy for now. Get him out of the picture at least. I don't know if they're gonna try to... Okay, I've got a blocker, theoretically. Let's see if they try to get some extra cards. They're down 2 cards, so it would make sense, but then I'll have an extra card. Another swamp. Yeah, I overdid it with the swamps, I'll admit it. 1 less swamp, 1 more forest, and this deck would be probably significantly better. Okay, another one of these guys. And we have to exile a card, which is obviously going to be this extra swamp that we can't seem to get rid of. Okay. I guess this is fine. Why don't you get an extra card on your way out? Nope. And that is that. They have 1 card in exile. What is their card in exile? Oh. I gotcha. They made me exile a swamp. So... Do I discard? Do I go down to 7? That's the question. And they're gonna freaking ruthless negotiate me again. Oh. I think I'm gonna... Wow, this is hard. I'm gonna go down to 7, I guess. Assuming this works. Oh, they can make him indestructible. Crap. Now there's another card in exile. Okay, well, don't get it right away, but we do have land. Don't need 2 lands. Maybe we do, but we're not using it. He has to have 7 cards in exile. He's got 2. Okay, losing 1 life is better than 2, right? But we're getting dangerously close to 0, I have to say. And he can make it indestructible. Everybody's freaking legendary. Help. Help me. Alright, so... I think I'm in trouble. Exile non-land permanent. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty good card. Petramos, the New Dawn. Okay, and I take a damage. Or do I take damage? Shoot. Are we ever gonna get to doubling season? Probably not. Okay. Shouldn't have done that yet. Does he have Menace? Because I have Menace. Yeah, folks. This is not looking good. And I have to lose a life to use my thing, so This game is over. All right, folks. We have been up against Yui. Is that UI or is that some kind of foreign language? I think it's probably foreign characters, but I'm gonna say Yui won the day. I think we won one game today, so the first game. So there's that, and I guess thanks for watching. We'll have a better deck tomorrow, I think. I don't know. I just couldn't. Too much. One less swamp, one more forest, and we would have been in great shape, I think. 82%. We didn't go down, so see you tomorrow. Like, subscribe, comment, and have a great day. Bye.